Hey everybody, it's Remie here. Hey, just want to take a few minutes. So I'm out here just taking a stroll out in nature, just clearing my head. So it's been such a good weekend. Basically, for all of you that don't know, just came back from a training course over the weekend for leadership and team building, and I just learned so many valuable resources there that I just want to take the time just to kind of reflect on those, get away from the house and interruptions, distractions, whatnot, and just kind of deeply think. And I just kind of want to share some of my thoughts, and some of what I got out of that. Essentially, the biggest thing I probably would have say is about the teamwork is it's not about you, So I think so many people are struggling, within themselves, and they're trying to get by, through their finances and their daily struggles, that they often forget, why they're doing what they're doing, and I hopefully, it's for family and it's for love, appreciation, and be able to do a good job, in your field and in life in general, but I'm not sure it's always that way. I think for a lot of people it's kind of selfish, and I personally, I've been in that situation, and I think I'm growing as a person, and I challenge myself to get out of my comfort zone and understand the reasons why I'm doing what I'm doing. I know it's a deep question for a lot of people to really consider, but ultimately, I'm doing it so I can make a difference, and that's truly what it's about. I haven't been, at least in my own journey, I haven't been always as quite faithful, through Christ. And, I want to say that I am a believer, most definitely. But I wasn't always that way. And, if you're not, I'm not going to force that on you. Obviously, that's a choice that you need to make inside yourself. But, what I get out of that, and what I've got out of that is that I need to spread, my usefulness, my skills and talents to be able to help others and make a difference. Yeah, and money's always an issue, or it has been in the past, but I'm making a difference, to get out of that, and I think a lot of that has held me back in a lot of areas, because I was so worried about the next paycheck. How can I help others, if I can't help myself? So that's been a struggle, and unfortunately things are improving, but that's why it kind of looks at my why, so to speak, is, I think we're all here to make a difference and to help people, and if you can't, you need to reevaluate, at least in my opinion, reevaluate, those beliefs. I think all of us, for the most part, want to do better things, and be, outreach, I should say, and be helpful. But they're so worried about their inconsistencies and insecurities, getting out there, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable, that a lot of times they're too afraid to take the next step, or the next step, I should say, and that's where I challenge you is, why, if you haven't done it before, when's that time going to come? And I don't want to turn people the wrong way, but at some point, no matter your age, I think you need to look at that and just determine, why you do what you do. And, I don't want to make this about me, and it's not. I'm here, and I'm investing in myself and doing everything I can, so I can help other people, and I can say, hey, I've been in this situation, I've struggled with different things, financial aspects, self-worth, and you don't have to be that way, for real, it don't, and what are you going to do? How can we get past that? And that's exactly, why I'm talking, right now is, my goal is to impact as many people as I can so we can make a positive difference around the world. I don't want to look at just, around my city block necessarily. I'm looking big, and that's how we do it. And obviously it takes, one step at a time, and I'm excited, for every step. I've met so many wonderful people that are making huge impacts all across the globe, and those type of people inspire me. They inspire me to want to do more and to want to grow, invest myself. A lot of things that I do is my routine. I want to get a lot into what I do. Of course, if you are interested, you can reach out to me. But, I wake up in the morning with a set routine. I wake up, I do pray, I take time to meditate, and I spend at least 20 minutes, I try to half hour away from the phone, because I don't want to be in the state of what should I say, like, of something pulling me away, I guess I should say, is in a reactive state. There we go. So I don't want to be in that reactive state. I want to be able to control my thoughts and my emotions, especially when you wake up in the morning, because our juices are kind of flowing and we're in, we get out of that sleep pattern and we're energized, and our thoughts can tend to wander. And I don't want those thoughts to necessarily go to negative activities, especially when I'm in that vulnerable state when you first wake up, is, I want to go to positive. That's why I do those meditation, I pray, I try to get myself into a positive mind state. Therefore, I can tackle the day and continue to make those good habits. For that, I'll go to the gym, and I try to work myself. And obviously, not, everyone's schedule's different, at least for me, I don't have kids, at least not yet, I'm not married. So there's going to be struggles to be able to do all those things, but I feel that everyone's capable of doing those things. I've met so many wonderful people that are doing those things, that circumstances are much different than mine, much busier, where they've been in the Air Force, they got 2 and 3 jobs, they got multiple kids, but they're still finding time to at least focus on themselves, at least for a few minutes each day. And because of those small steps they've taken, they build upon them. And not only do they help themselves feel better throughout the day, but because they do feel better, they're spreading that value to others. When they go to their jobs, they're happy, they're more upbeat, they put out more positive vibes. That affects people in that way. Positive aspect. If they have kids, guess what? Their kids see a more positive father, more positive mother. They feel better. They go to school. Those kids pass those positive vibes, to their friends, and maybe even their teachers. So you need to realize, like, what you do has influences on others, whether you're single or not, have a family. Just even the small steps. Just that one small step each day, that 2 minutes can really set the game plan for your entire day. And that's what so many people don't realize. As they're just so stressed out with their jobs, the finances, just life in general, that they don't think that it's worth it to invest themselves. But you know what? I'm telling you that it is worth it. It is worth anything that you can do. Just help yourself, but you also have to realize that it's not just for you. When you do that, is you're impacting a chain. It's affecting a chain of events, down the road, that you have no idea. I'll go to the grocery store and whatnot, and I'll be positive. I'll say hi to the bag boy, the cashier, the stranger, open their door. And guess what? That affects someone in a positive way, and they may spread that to somebody else. See, that's what so many people don't get. I don't want to preach and necessarily, but it's like, just these emotions, man. They're so impactful, and I just wish more people would understand that the things that they do, the actions that they say, the actions they do, I should say, and the words that they speak out of their mouth have so much impact over their own life and the lives of others. So that's what I want to say, take time to say, without going too much in depth. But so that's the biggest takeaway. So I'm just out here thinking these exact thoughts. I'm out in nature, clear my mind, and if you can spend 5-10 minutes yourself, 1 or 2 nights a week, by all means, do that. I mean, if that will help you, and I'm sure it will, go by yourself or bring your family and have a discussion. How can we do better? How can we do better this week as a family? I challenge you to do something of that nature. So I really do. So I know I'm going a little long, but that's my big giveaway. So I'll let you guys go, but I do thank you so much. Of course, this is Remie. If you find this value, please reach out to me, comment, do whatever you need to do. So this is what I do. I'm here to just help and just provide positive thoughts, and hopefully that does just that. So thank you so much. Appreciate you watching. Take care.